Listen, I hope
right.
so. What
I
else?
want to ask you really quickly though. So I didn't care at all about Big Brother. When is this Carson interview coming out? And have you followed Big Brother? And why is he apologizing to Shayna Moakler?
I mean, I believe he is apologizing. I haven't seen, but I mean, he and Cynthia Bailey are together in the Big Brother. They're in alliance. They threw the game away. They threw the fucking game away. Excuse my language, Sarah. They threw the fucking game away. Like we have Todrick from fucking RuPaul's Drag Race and everything else in his life, and he's paired up with Misha. I mean, they have an alliance. She's a wrestler. She beats all day. The shit. Her husband's hot. They showed a video from her home. Her husband's hot. And like, the Shayna Moakler, she would have been on their side. And then they convinced Cynthia and Carson that she was playing both sides, which she was, but she's still like, they dumb gameplay. And they got emotional and they figured it's almost like they voted out someone that could have been an ally, and they kept these two targets on the other side of the house. It was like a stupid fucking move. And now that Carson's home and he's going to watch this, he's going to be like that. Julie Chen even said, like, do you think you made the wrong decision? Like, it was a dumb move. And I think he's just like, they really came after Shayna, like, you are a scum and playing. And I think they're just like, oh shit, if we kept Shayna, we would have taken. So I think now that Carson's home and he's watched, it's like, oh shit, Shayna wasn't bad. She wasn't coming for them. And they just made a stupid move. So that is why he's apologizing. They came hard for Shayna. And when Miss Bailey gets out of the house, she's going to, I think, be upset that she did this too.
Okay. Anyway, I'm like intrigued to watch. Never watched Big Brother before. Never cared.
I've
always loved Carson, and I love the Chris Kirkpatrick and Todrick fight. I mean, Chris Kirkpatrick basically was like, "I will never fucking speak to you guys, like even on your children or like his children." They're like, it must have been intense. So I don't know. I'm now all of a sudden intrigued, but I'm like, oh my God, do I have capacity for one more fucking show?
But no, it's on like every night, and we also have Lamar, who is talking about how like he wants Klhoé back. I mean, this is like on national TV. Like Lamar is using the platform now to basically plead his case to Klhoé, and Jerry O'Connell they can't have him on, and they asked him to comment, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't think he's ever getting Klhoé back."
No, he's not. And it's such a broken record now. It's so awful. It's like when Tristan Thompson, sends a heart emoji or something on her fucking things. It's like, leave this woman alone. Like, leave her alone. Unless, again, I don't know, that maybe Klhoé loves it and thrives on the attention, but it's like these men will not fucking leave her alone. Like the Kardashians, the one thing they seem to find are these guys that will never leave them alone. It's like,
well, I was going to say, like, if you love Klhoé so much, like, treat her right. We have two people now that have lost Klhoé that want her back.
I know. And they all say that about her after. It's like, yeah, but there's something in you that when you're with Klhoé, it's not enough. Like, so you guys need to be honest with yourselves. Like, do her a fucking favor and leave her alone. Like, free her up to be with someone that is honest. Isn't that all we ever want in life now? It's like, I just want Khloe Kardashian to find a man that is like good to her. That's like my fucking New Year's resolution for the next 2 years.
Money is my favorite, dude. I love Khloe Money.
Me too. Me too. She's the best.
Love Khloe Money. That's what else? And what else is on your pop culture?
I mean, I was telling you, I'm obsessed now with Bethany Frankel's TikTok. She's been giving Kanye West advice about divorces because obviously, Bethany, her divorce took 7 years. And it's really good. Sometimes I feel like
what is Bethany saying? What advice? Because she does know it all, apparently. So what is she telling this man?
She's basically saying like Kanye can't have it both ways and Kim can't have it both ways. They can't go into their relationship being super public and inviting the public in and all the good things, and then on the way out expect it not to be public. She's said to Kanye, everything Kanye does online is going to be used in court against him. So, whoever's advising him, they need to get control of these, of him posting text messages that, she was tempted to do it with Jason, that it's kind of a way to get the upper hand in the public's eye, but the courts don't give a shit about that. And they really come after you hard for that kind of stuff.
So what, like the fact that he's like doing all this craziness?
Yeah. And Kanye, basically, he's been publishing their text messages. Kim's, about.
And like, what does it say? Like anything interesting?
just things like, well, of course he calls Pete Skeet now, so he's like, she's like saying, please, Kanye, don't put our location or anything about us in the public. And he's like, don't worry, I'm making sure Skeet, is protected. And it's nothing like, it just is very harassing, to
they welcomed him in. Like they really welcomed him in. And it's like, how do they come back from this? Like, how is Kris Jenner ever going to be okay with Kanye again? Do you know what I mean?
Kanye, they're not. I mean, I don't think they ever are. I mean, I think they have a crisis on their hands that I don't even think that they know how to handle, because I don't know if you think Kanye's mentally ill or a brilliant genius or
no, I think something is off. It's like, I mean, either that or you're just very arrogant. Like you just can't lose. You just can't lose. Like, you know what I mean? Like you too can't have it both ways. Like this woman has left you, right? And that happens every day. So get over it, right? Like, what's the big deal? I mean, am I just like, I don't know. I think Kanye is acting like a fucking big baby is what I'm saying. Like, no, you're not, someone's not going to kiss your ass if you treat them like shit, right? No?
Yeah, I mean,
am I being too harsh on Kanye West? I mean,
no, I think everyone's had it with him. And I think everyone sees that there's, like I said, I think it's somewhat scary what's happening, because I just feel like, I hope, he has 4 kids that idolize him, I'm sure, as a father. And it's like, I don't know, he gives me vibes that it's not good. Like he's spiraling.
Like no, same thing. Like, I think he's like, it doesn't look, say what you want about the Kardashians. They do have these major scandals where people cheat on them and like rob in China. But like, if you think about it, they specifically don't do insane things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff is like, Khloe is not, it's about Tristan and this and Jordan Woods and Lamar. Like, what did Khloe do? Like the Kardashians really in the public eye have their shit together. They're sucked into a lot of stuff, but show me where they're the one, on stage doing drugs, slurring, like acting crazy. They don't. The Kardashians really are media trained,
Yeah, they are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't back in the day when they were, doing celebrity boxing matches and appearing at, cupcake stores. But
I wish we were there.
It's a long way from there. Me too. I liked those days.
Oh my God.
I liked those. Okay, wait. Last thing I have for you though, this is kind of like going back to Salt Lake. So I don't know if we had closed that, but I meant to talk about the trailer for the reunion and Jen Shah, Andy Cohen asking her multiple times, what are your charges? And she goes, I don't know what they are. And he goes, one charge is for 20 years, one's for 30. You don't know what your charges are? And she's like, no.